Hey everybody, welcome to Kate Space. Welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. It's been a minute. I'm just in a bit of a mess here, I'm gonna admit, but I am gonna turn on the camera and do a bit of my junk journal July because I haven't done anything with you guys for a while. I've got heaps of people to say hi to that I would like to, new subscribers and just people who have made lovely comments and things. I just want to say hi to Black Coffee, hi there, and welcome Andrea Murphy, who thank you for your lovely comments. Donna Vintage Snippets, hi. Cincy Koala, just wanted to know how your junk journal July is going because you decided to get going on it, and I'm just wondering how you're going with that. And hi to Carol Cairns from New Hampshire in the USA. Hi ladies, thank you so much for commenting and for subscribing or watching my videos. Really appreciate it, and hope you enjoy them. So let's get into it. I have done a few pages since I last came on into Kate Space and did some stuff with you guys. I did this little symmetry one because I realized things were getting very bulky already. I mean, if you look at it from here, yes, the spine is gonna struggle, let's face it. I can't seem to work out how to solve that problem. Anyway, I don't really want journals with massive big spines. Yeah, anyway, we just do what we do. If they break, they break. Yeah, so this is the symmetry one. And then I did this little one for bouquet, which is about my wee car and my little number plate that David surprised me with. I did this one with my picture of my mum as a little girl, and then I actually added some journaling afterwards. This was my contrast, and I love this page. I just haven't covered it up because I love this 8th verse there, so I've just left that. And then I turned over and did Time Out, and I used some of the napkin that Kimberly and Charlotte sent me, so that was really cool to get into a bit more napkin decoupage. And I'm going to do a video just showing how I do it. I'm not particularly wonderful at it, but someone did ask, so that was Yvonne, I think, so we'll do that. Then I did this little one. This is, I jumped forward, oh my gosh, don't freak out everybody, but I skipped a page because I couldn't make my little fussy cut one work on the page. So I've done a fussy cut flower fairy, as you can see, just on a doily and a piece of digital just script, and then I've sewn this piece of sari silk down here by hand with little cross stitches. And then back here I've done dyed, which is just some avocado dyed paper, real basic. And then I did this little collage, so nothing fancy. And this is my mirrored. I remembered that I had these beautiful pictures of this ballerina. I've got more. This was the smallest one. They're just some of my favorite pictures of her getting ready in her dressing room. And I had cut this wallpaper up for the wallpaper flip. Was there a wallpaper? Anyway, I cut it up for something and I love it, and it was lying around, so I decided I'd use it because so often we give all this stuff away, or we put it in journals that we give away. So I've kept some for myself. It's absolutely beautiful vintage wallpaper. Yeah, so the next one is, the one we're up to is nature. And I thought I'd do something a little sort of grungy. And I couldn't find my instant coffee, so I've got tea, so that's been sitting here. I think it's all right. It's pretty strong now, so that's good. That's what I want. And I'm just gonna add some tea dye to this digital. I don't know what it will do to the other side because it's an inkjet, but I guess when I turn over I'll find out. We don't care too much. How is everybody? I hope everybody's well. My mum went away with my brother on a holiday to the South Island and was very cold. He came back and had COVID, and then Mum was sick as well, and we were very worried. But as it turns out, she's tested negative all the way through. I kind of suggested to her to just, you know, act as if it is COVID but yep, she hasn't had a positive test and she's getting better, whereas my brother has been very, very unwell and not happy at all. Okay, so we need to wait for that to dry, and then I want to use this very old, this has been on my desk for a while. It's from the 1800s, an old botany book, and it's this book here. I don't know if anyone remembers this big old journal that I made out of an old dictionary, but this is the cover of that book. Can you see? Oh yeah. And I sort of used it here. And this is the book here. So, A Manual of Botany, 1878. The paper is really, really, and this is the kind of thing I want to do today. The paper's really, really brittle, and it's no good for using as pages, so I want to somehow use it like this. Now what I might do is take my dryer to this. Okay, so that's, yep, it's mostly dry. And then I need to decide exactly what I'm going to do. I'm wondering what will happen if I take the tea to this, whether the moisture will make the embossing go away. I don't know. Guess I'll find out. I've been loving seeing everybody's Junk Journal July spreads. It's just so many different sort of ideas and takes on the prompts. It's just been amazing. I've loved it. I am loving it. I find it very inspiring, and someone will do something and I'll be like, oh, what a great idea. And look at, you know, how beautiful is that collage, and, you know, all these things. So I've got that, and I want to use this tiny little one as well. Just kind of tearing things up. And then I've got these are the Tim Holtz dies, and I cut these all out ages ago, as you do, thinking, oh well, I'll pre-cut some dies and then I'll use them. But these are actually cut out of some eco-dyed or eco-printed paper that I made a long time ago. Some of this I might have even made with Joe. That's how old it is. So I kind of want to put these on here like the other one. I'm trying not to look at the other one because I don't want to copy it exactly, but I saw I did some hand stitching as well, which would be cool. I'd like to do that. But I do want to use at least these two, I think. Oop, it doesn't want to, might be a challenge to get them to stick down. They've been all I might make that a little bit smaller. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I guess we'll soon find out. I don't know whether I need to put another one of these on. Oh, see, I am having a sneaky look to see what I did last time. Oh, it's much simpler. Oh, and it's got some cheesecloth underneath that adds a little bit of texture. That's quite cool. So maybe we'll do that. Try that. Got some coffee dyed cheesecloth right here. Had such a cool time with Ella, and And she went home on Saturday afternoon, and David came back. He'd been in Nelson with his family, visiting family down there. But it was great. Had a lovely time. She's such a sweetie, such a great kid. So I know I'm covering up all that text paper, so I don't know whether I actually want to do that or not. Maybe I don't want this little one. I do quite like how I've done that, and then I've stitched around there. I probably should dry this. I'm going to dry this and see. This is like a cotton paper that's got, you can't see, but in some of it's got like petals and leaves and things in it, but this piece doesn't really have anything like that in it. I wonder if I might just put this at the bottom. Yeah. Grab my scissors. There we go. And now I'm going to grab some needle and thread. When Ella's mum asked her what her favourite thing was down, you know, that being here, she said playing with the dogs. And she spent so much time out there with them. I don't know what the dogs thought of it, but I guess they must have liked the company. I'm just going to tidy that up because I can't really see. And I think I'll go with 2 threads. Not really sure what this is going to look like, but that's the fun of it. And trying to get it done, I mean, not being under pressure, but just trying to get it done in a timely manner so that it's not something that takes all day, because I have got other things that I need to do, and I keep sitting down and doing this instead. Because it's fun and it doesn't really matter. There's no real pressure, which is cool. So maybe a little bit of glue would be a good idea right now to just anchor these things down before I stitch. I'm just going to put them down. I'm not going to try and think too much about where they go. Hopefully they will stick on here. Nature's such a cool prompt. I mean, you can literally do anything, and it's such a cool one. I was going to just, you know, do a whole lot of fussy cutting, but then I thought, no, try and do something just a little bit different so that, I don't know, just trying different things. I just think it's good, even if it doesn't work out so good. So I think I'm going to stitch this way down here. Don't know how this old paper is going to cope. probably didn't need to pick up the, whoops, once you put a hole in, you're committed. I didn't really need to pick up the cheesecloth as well. I might actually just cut that off because I think it's going to be really difficult. I'll put that down later. So I've seen Meg do a bit of stitching. She's, and you know, putting the holes in first is a great idea. Oops, see, I've made a mistake because that was, now that's going to go. Yeah, no, I want a straight stitch, so I'm just going to undo that. So I've managed to get one of my deadline things in and done, and now it's just my very last Graphics Fairy design team project that needs to be done. And I've started, and I better get a wriggle on or else I'm going to end up having a big panic because I am going away to see my mum. Yeah, it's Dad's birthday on the 28th of July, and that day is also my mum and Dad's 60th wedding anniversary. So I think from what people have said that after you've lost a loved one, the first sort of milestones after that are the hardest. So we don't want Mum to be on her own on that day, so I'm driving up to Auckland on the Wednesday, so what's that, the 27th? And I'll stay with my brother in Auckland, and then we will drive up on the Thursday to get Mum, and we'll bring her back down to Andy's. We'll probably go out for lunch or something, bring her back down to Andy's, and in the weekend, like the Saturday, we're having a bit of a family thing where anyone who can come will, you know, can come over, and we're just, you know, we'll probably just have pizza. Andy's got this great outdoor area and a pizza oven. Hopefully they'll be well. Kirsten, his wife, has now got the COVID as well, but I think that she'll be fine by then. And yeah, we'll sit around and think about Mum and Dad and have a good time, and hopefully that'll make it easier for Mum. All of us, actually. Because, you know, it's not been long. Oh, whoops, see, that's still, okay, there you go, that's still wet, so that's just made a big mess of that. That's a shame. Okay, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, we're just going to move on, we're going to keep going. We'll fix it somehow. Yeah, so that's what we're doing later this month, so I need to get a wriggle on, as always, and get that design team project done. And then I've got lots of ideas of things I want to do. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I come into my craft room with all these ideas, and then I get in here and I kind of come to a bit of a standstill. The action, lots of ideas, but sometimes I struggle with putting them into action. Right, what are we going to do when we come to here? We're going to go right across, maybe? Yeah, I think I'm going to ride across. I might actually... Goodness me, I have no idea what this is going to look like. But I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you guys are crafting or doing something in your journal. Thanks for the response for the last video, and just sharing in my delight at my happy mail that I received. I really appreciated all your comments and feedback. There we go. I'm just going to tie it in a little knot there. I'm not pulling too much because it's obviously I I haven't waited long enough and the paper's not quite dry. Anyway, so we've got that like that. Okay. Maybe, maybe not. This might be one of those pages that I don't love, but that's okay. It's okay. Right, that's cool. Now, what about my little... These things, they're so hard to stick down, but I really want to use this one especially. So I might just glue it down and not overthink where it's going to go and hope that it looks all right. I sort of want it over this side. So I might have to commit with the cheesecloth there. I'm going to try using this glue, the acetone based glue, and I might just stick it on the back of here and hopefully it'll go through the On the Sunday after Ella left, I said to David, I'm going to go to the gym, and he said, I'll come with you. So we both arrived and we were kind of ready early. He said, oh, why don't you do the core class and the body balance class? Because I am meaning to do that first. I've seen people do that core class though, and man, it looks so hard. It's basically in half an hour class of just core work with sort of bands and things, and I was thinking, oh, okay, yep, let's just do that. And then once I did that class, you know how you feel kind of good after a class, I thought, oh yeah, I'll do the body balance. So I did the body balance, and oh my gosh, for the rest of the day, David and I were just feeling a little bit, what should we say, tired, wrecked. It was funny, we were laughing, so maybe we'd overdone it a little bit, but anyway, it doesn't hurt to do that every now and then. It's the only way to make any progress, I suppose. But so tonight I've got something in the slow cooker because I would like to go to the gym. I'm just going to put that there like that and kind of try and go from there to place this. See, now that's covering over that, all of that. Oh well, it's done now. You can't change your mind without glitter glue. Yeah, I'm going to go and do a body pump class tonight, this afternoon, late, early evening. And see how I go, though my shoulder has been quite sore. Just have to see how it goes, really. It would be good to get a bit stronger and just healthier, really. You lose so much strength as you get old. It sort of creeps up on you too. You sort of suddenly can't do some of the stuff that you used to be able to do. I'm not loving this at all. Just so you know. That's okay. I'm going to stick that one there, and that's it, I think, with these. It's what happens when you try and do something twice. Well, I find the second time often it does not work. It just doesn't look as good, but that's okay. And my screen mirroring has stopped again. I don't know why it does that. It is so insanely irritating. And it wasn't a free app either. I paid for it, so that makes it even more annoying to me that it's not working properly. And it'll probably be something I've done. Actually, I should check I'm still recording. yeah, I'm still recording. Oh, I wonder if I might just pop that one there too. I kind of like the cluster. Yeah, I'm still recording, but the screen mirroring, which shows what I'm recording on my laptop, so I can kind of see if I get completely out of range of the camera, has stopped. And I know even with the screen mirroring, I still sometimes get out of shot of the camera, so I think that is it. I think I'd quite like to maybe say have something that says nature. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know if it's going to end up being my favorite spread. Maybe it just looks a bit strange next to that. But that's okay, because I'm probably not going to do anything on that side because I just love that paper, and it will just give us a bit of less bulk. Yeah, so there we go. There's my spread for nature, and it was really good to touch base with everybody. Again, I hope you are all well, and I'm loving seeing those of you who are doing Junk Journal July. I'm loving seeing your, and if you're on Instagram, loving seeing your spreads. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you again soon in the next one. Bye.